Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 39. Let's get started and I hope you enjoy. So while streaming, Dot encounters some technical issues and has to make some repairs, and also Orla needs some new steel for the ship repairs, so it's time for the Volt Tacklers to land in a nearby town that sell all sorts of machinery and mechanical parts. So they head into town and somehow they manage to persuade Dot to come off the ship and come shopping so she can get new parts to stream again. But this just shows again how far she has come since meeting Liko and Roy and opening up more. And it was just great to see some more Dot focus because she's one of my favourite characters in this series so far. Dot ends up buying this weird metal microphone prop thing to stream with, and then of course Roy and Liko run off as always, leaving Dot to explore on her own. And this is where she comes across an adorable Tinkatink. And it's getting grief from one of the metal workers because it keeps trying to take the metal and forge it into its own hammer. I'm a massive Tinkaton and Tinkatink fan like everybody else, so I really enjoyed how this episode showed this Pokemon off. It was a real baby Pokemon crying, being all shy and scared, and you could tell Dot could relate to it, and how they were both alone and a bit scared of interacting with other people. But straight away their bond is forged, and Tinkatink takes the little microphone thing that Dot got and forges it into her own little hammer, which just makes it really happy, and Dot smiles and walks off, letting Tinkatink have the hammer. Just a real wholesome moment. They all head back to the ship and there's some real funny scenes here as Tinkatink followed Dot back to show off her new hammer, but she keeps running into all the rising Volt Tacklers Pokemon and just being completely scared by all of them even though they're harmless. I also loved how they set up this whole mystery as the giant steel beams that Orla got have all been crushed up and eaten. And of course Tinkatink, the infamous steel lover, gets the blame, resulting in a good old fashioned chase down. But I love how Dot stands in front of everyone and defends her new friend, putting her neck on the line for the innocent Pokemon. And she was right to do so because it turns out it was an Orthworm that caused all the damage, as they were in a desert, so the Orthworm must have been living there already. So we even get another new Paldea Pokemon on show here, which I'm all for. And Dot really takes charge here, heading out into the desert and coming up with this whole plan to take down the Orthworm, who's now stolen Tinkatink's newly made hammer. And Dot once again proving that she can actually battle. Every time she seems to battle, she seems way smarter than the likes of Liko and Roy, as she traps Orthworm in this circle using Quaxly's water gun to stop it from escaping. And I really want to see more of Dot in battle because it was just really fun to watch, with Quaxly nailing Orthworm with a pound which makes it spit the hammer out, and then Tinkatink jumping up, grabbing the hammer and just clobbering it in the face to take it down. This was a real satisfying battle to watch, with Dot really showing off her skills. And then the sunset is here and we all know what happens at sunset. Dot with no idea what to do in these situations, and Tinkatink who starts crying, desperately wanting to go along with Dot. I also love how Quaxly gives Dot the Pokeball and pushes her to make this capture. But it happens, Dot catches the Tinkatink, and what a fantastic capture. This episode really showed their bond all the way through, and it felt like it just had to happen at the end here. Dot has a brand new Pokemon, and we even see Tinkatink join the Nido Thing live stream at the end of the episode, which was just so wholesome. So overall, what a great episode this was. It's been a while since we had one like this with so much character focus and just a great Pokemon and trainer bond on show. You could tell from the first meeting that Dot and Tinkatink were going to end up being together, and it was really well written, having her give Tinkatink this hammer and use that device throughout the episode to bring them together, and a great ending with Dot fighting for this hammer and getting a brand new Pokemon. I love ones like this. I think Dot as a character just grows and grows. Every time she has a focused episode, she's quickly becoming one of my favourites in this series, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of these two on screen together. So for this episode, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Let me know what your thoughts are on this one. What is your rating out of 10? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.